morning. My name is Thomas Gross. I'm running for vice president, and my fellow candidate, Reed Schilling, and he is running for president. We gave you many of our ideas in our last speech, but not the big ones. We have a couple more that are our best thoughts. Last speech, we talked about lots of sales, including high chew, root beer floats, ice cream, hot chocolate, popcorn, and donut and pizza sales.
And you remember the candy after meeting Fessenden, as well as how we will get a toaster and how we will get chocolate milk. And our ideas of getting break the dress code days, as well as sales every month. So after talking to many students, we heard that we need a larger variety of sales. So we will spread the pizza to different types, like pepperoni or spicy fingers. And we also maybe will try to get different types of drinks at the donut sales, as well as different sodas at the pizza sales. We also have complaints about the pencil stealing issue, and we will solve that by putting pencil stations all around the school, as well as giving pencils to each teacher at the beginning of every week. And we also need more school spirit. So we will have pep rallies before big home sporting games, as well as try to get a mascot that you guys would vote on and decide.
Another idea is a few ways to get the lower school better introduced to the school. On a nice spring or fall night, we would have either a big brother, little brother, or maybe even an upper school, lower school camp out on the turf or other fields with tents and foods.
Also, after seeing the talent show about a week ago, we decided that Fenn talents are not showcased enough. So, after we would run the meeting on Fridays, we would dedicate 5 minutes to talent time, where we would have students come up and show their talents to the whole school.
Lastly, we need your ideas to be heard. So if elected, Reed and I will go to a designated room in Thompson Hall, the ball building, and schoolhouse, during a designated recess, and we will listen to your ideas and issues you want solved. When I came to Fenn in 6th grade, I was a new boy, like many of you guys are. I know what it's like to have your ideas pushed off by presidents and vice presidents, so consider this a promise.
I came in 4th grade, and I have experienced every division of this school, and I understand the needs and wants of all of you. And if elected, Thomas and I will be sure to make next year the most fun, exciting, and awesome year ever. Great presidents come from great candidates. And that's what you guys have here now. 4 great presidential pairings that want all what is best for you guys. In about 20 minutes, you'll be making a decision, one that will decide who will lead Fenn next year. Now, we have given you our ideas, and we have given you our plans. So now it is up to you. Who do you want to represent Fenn next year? Thomas and Reed want what is best for you. So I'm going to end by saying sua sponte. It's in your hands. Good luck to the other candidates. Thank you.
I'm Gordon Hargraves, and I'm running for president.
And I'm James Harrison, and I'm running for vice president.
Since our last speech, we've had many of you come up to us and tell us your ideas, and we just wanted to say thank you. Your ideas have really helped. Also, over this past week, you've made a new idea. But before we tell you this new idea, we want to do a brief recap on all the other ideas that we told you on Monday. We would get a mascot for the school.
We get a toaster and chocolate milk for the lunchroom.
We would bring different types of pizza and subs to the pizza sales.
Every week, we give teachers a box of pencils to give the students.
And we guarantee a big sale every 2 months. Now let's talk about our new idea.
Gordon and I want to get a ping pong table and a foosball table for the students.
The ping pong table and the foosball table could be used by anyone and during recess and any free time. These tables would either be put in the old band room or the NPR.
The ping pong table and the foosball table can be used for big tournaments or just a pickup game.
To prove that this is possible, I have a ping pong table that I'm willing to bring in, and we could raise money easily for a foosball table.
We think this would make a great addition for Fenn.
I woke up this morning, I brushed my teeth, I tied my tie, and when I looked in the mirror, I said, wow, I look good. I said, I am ready to become a leader. In the next 30 minutes, you guys are going to have to make a decision. decide who you want to vote for. And if you vote for me, if you give me this opportunity to become president, I promise that I will not disappoint you. Thank you.
Great opportunities come to those with great leaders.
We promise that next year, Mike and I will be great leaders of FEN, and we promise to give you many opportunities to make next year the best year possible.
Zach and I have played on many sports teams, so we know the value of teamwork.
We want all grades to come together to make next year the best possible. We shouldn't think of ourselves as grades or even divisions. We need to think of each other as part of the FEN school. When I came to FEN in 6th grade, I was a shy kid. I sat at the back of the class and didn't talk unless I needed to. With the help of other FEN students like Mike, I was able to speak up and become more comfortable around FEN. At the time, I never thought I would be up here running for vice president.
This is the atmosphere that Zach and I want to create at FEN. Each student should be able to speak up and be heard. We want to make FEN as comfortable as possible. After all school meetings on Fridays, Zach and I would stand at the front of the hall for anyone to talk to.
We want students to be able to change what they want and be heard when they need to. Mike and I can work to achieve goals, but we still work hard for every student that comes to FEN.
Many of you have seen our 10 for FEN poster in the hallway next to the old gym. We revealed our first 4 in our first speech, and the other 5 were up on the poster. In case you missed the other 5, the other 5 were having a school-wide March Madness bracket tournament, in which each student could fill out a bracket, and whoever provides the most accurate bracket would receive a prize. It would be a lot like a trivia challenge. We would also have high chew sales and a raffle every month. Each high chew sale, there would be a small raffle for 5 packs of high chew. Tickets would be 50 cents each.
We would fight and do our best to have more break the dress code days. We would use these as opportunities to raise funds for deserving charities. We could have other fundraisers besides the breast cancer awareness. We would also have Big Brother, Little Brother, and maybe upper school, lower school ice cream and movie nights. These would help the lower school and upper school students bond more. We would also try to add a capture the flag game and a best dressed reward to field day. 4 kids in each grade would be chosen to compete in the capture the flag game, similar to the relay races.
Zach and I would fight as hard as we could for these ideas. We feel passionately about our ideas and want to accomplish them for the upcoming school year.
We wanted to save our last big idea for this speech, and here it is. It is something that both Mike and I have wanted to do for our entire lives.
Our last 10 for FEN is that we, the FEN school, are going to break a world record. Some of you may think this is out of reach, but with some help from members in the community, we will research that Zach and I will do, dedicated to over the summer. We think we could achieve this goal.
I have applied to set a world record on GuinnessWorldRecords.com, and if we find a good record that can be broken with 400 people, we will make it happen. I mean, if we can manage to lose over 400 pencils a day, I think we should be able to do this.
Some of you listening may be dismissing our idea as if it is a far-fetched goal that cannot be achieved. Taking a page out of Journey's playbook, don't stop believing. Some of these records aren't too hard to break, especially with a group of over 300 students. I mean, records are made to be broken. We would also invite the 9th graders and graduate 8th graders to come back and help.
If we can come together as a school, I am sure we can break it. We will, of course, listen to any ideas and suggestions for a record to break. We ultimately want students to eventually decide what world record we want to break.
Zach and I feel that we should be passionate leaders of FEN. We will make FEN even better than it was this year. We plan on continuing all the successful ideas this year and expanding on more ideas for next year. In the words of Kojo Edson, I'm the right man for the job, and so is Zach. Vote Mike and Zach in the 10 for FEN. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. By now you know that I'm Jake Gorno, and this is Will Robertson. We're excited to speak to all of you again this morning, and to give you some simple reasons why we think we would be the best leaders for FEN.
Jake and I have already served together successfully as senators at Penn before, so we are experienced and know how to get things done at school. We've played on multiple sports teams together, we work well together, we're responsible, and we have great chemistry.
Being president and vice president of Penn are very important jobs which we will take seriously. We believe our goal would be to lead Team Penn, in which we're all active teammates. We will be our most successful and have the most fun if all of you contribute to our team, obviously by voting for us, but also through your good ideas, school spirit, and energy.
Unfortunately, we can't promise to bring girls to Penn, but we do commit to keeping the rest of our promises, from gym soccer tournaments, to chocolate milk and toasters, to candy celebrations, and sharing ideas with other independent schools.
So now I ask you, what do all great leaders in history have in common? All famous politicians, war heroes, sports figures, scientists, actors, they talk about a common theme. They talk about one trait which they have that sets them apart from the rest. They all have will. The will to lead, the will to listen, the will to persevere, and the will to fight for their team. To quote Vince Lombardi, the difference between success and failure is not a lack of knowledge, not a lack of strength, but simply a lack of will. And they didn't even have the real will. We have will. So please, when you're filling out that ballot in a few minutes, circle our names, because we're the only team that's got will. Thank you.